get ready now.
With Moose, we feel like we're knocking it out of the park. I mean, he's just turned 21 years old. Huge future ahead of him. We feel that he's only getting better and better, more confidence each week, and really a bright future for Junick Motorsports and him.
Okay, my name is Emil Harr. I'm from Sorsele, Sweden, North Sweden. I'm 21 years old. I'm here racing for Junick Motorsport. My dad raced when he was younger, yeah, you know, I was listening to all the stories when I grew up about snowcross racing and all that, so I wanted to try, and I started to ride early when I was like 3-4 years old. So when I was 11 years old, I started to race back home in Sweden, and I started to do good early in my career.
And for Emil Harr, it's blackjack in Deadwood. He's got the winning hand.
Right now we're in Salamanca, New York. The track looks great, and it's a lot of snow. I think the track will be a bit wet because we had a lot of rain last night. But that's good too. I like the track more like wet, so I think it will be a great weekend here in New York.
Well, Hunter's been with me for 5 years now. Brought him into the pro ranks last year, his first year in pro. After the first race, there was only 2 drivers last year that had the red plates, and he was one of them. This year, strong start. He's leading the points right now. He's got that desire to win. Just all around great kid too. But he's got what it takes to win.
You know, we always grew up riding snowmobiles, obviously, in Vermont with all the elevation. My brother and I would take him out into the field and take my parents' trail sleds and go try to see how fast we could go on them. And then it got to a point where I think I was 6 years old, and my dad didn't really like that too much. He didn't like seeing us go as fast as we could through the field, so decided to get us into racing. He told my brother, if you can race this thing, then I'll buy you guys a race sled, and then we can start actually racing. My brother stuck it out and then started racing shortly after that, and he raced for 1 year before I did, and I was just kind of his little mechanic and just walk around the pits, roam through the pits, just kind of in awe of all the pro drivers that we had, and just being able to see everything that those guys were doing. I just, you know, built a love for it, and always, I mean, I just didn't want anything else. I just wanted to be a professional snowmobile racer, and that was my goal. This is my first time ever racing here as a pro, so looking forward to that. And yeah, I mean, the track looks pretty good right now. I think the snow conditions are going to be a little sticky, a little packy, so the track's going to get pretty beat up. Maybe as the day goes on, the weather will cool down a little bit, and the snow will kind of produce a little bit more sugar and hopefully break down a little bit more, and yeah, just create some good racing.
First pro qualifier of the evening here at the US Air Force Snocross National. So happy to be back in the Empire State. Let's do it! The pack charges off, and it looks like inside lane, outside lane. There's Hunter Patnode right up alongside of him in a battle for the lead.
That's right, you've got company in the form of our Amsoil Pro point leader.
This battle already there. Benham gave a little tappy tap to Patnode. Patnode gasses it, gets to the outside.
Hunter was leading the race, 2 laps left to go. He's smoking everybody, and something broke in the front end. He tumbled.
The other we have is the number 8 Hunter Patnode.
So I was happy with how I was riding and the way the sled was handling, and unfortunately had to get off, and one of the modules on the sled actually ended up breaking off.
1 more lap to go, less than a lap to go. If Dan Benham is able to solidify.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, you have those bad days, and those are the days that build you and make the good days so much sweeter.
Looks like the rest of the field will be Philip Harr, Travis Kerr, Jakir, and Patnode got lapped there at the end of the race, winds up finishing in the 8th spot. And there's the takeoff. Looks like a good hole shot for Logan Christian. Jacob Björk coming out of the box strong as well on the all.
Yeah, I was a little bit out of control the first heat race. Had 2 crashes. The first crash, like, I came down too fast downhill and like crashed into another guy, and we flipped over, both of us. And yeah, I don't know, came up, starting to charge hard again, and then I like lost the grip of the handlebar and like started to go sideways downhill again and crashed again. So
Everything. And the number 31, Emil Harr, up and over.
yeah, it was a rough first heat race.
Logan Christian will pick up the qualifier win. Jacob Björk.
I think I was struggling a little bit mentally in my head today, so I'm gonna try to get things away and just focusing on this race and all that. So yeah, I will try to not be sore, and I will try to be like more focused on the sled and on the track and not think about other stuff.
And welcome back to the US Air Force Snocross National here at the Seneca Allegheny Resort and Casino, where it's snowing sideways.
Yes, the wind is blowing. We're experiencing extreme weather. It seems like we always do on Saturday nights, that portion of the show here in New York, but just an added challenge.
Oh, look at that start for Elias Ischel. It was too good. He had to drop back. So the point leader is going to have to come from the back of the bus as the rest of the pack charges their way down into the Polaris turn.
Kyle Blaine leading, Dan Benham, Oscar Norm, Travis Kern, Elias Ischel just ahead of Hunter Patnode. Hunter Patnode on the defense trying to hold off the hard charging Elias Ischel.
Yeah, and that battle again is back there for the 5th and 6th position. Patnode and Ish got in there for 4th and 5th, followed by Philip Harr, then it's Corin Todd, Travis Kern, and Dalton Jakir. Final race, round 1 of pro qualifying with a stacked deck. There's the launch off the line. Jake Björk trying to come from the outside and beat everybody. Look at that, 7 wide going across.
Today wasn't the best day either. Had a bad start on the day with a bad heat race.
And Björk will head over to the US Air Force Flyaway. And how about it, round 1?
I was trying everything and I couldn't really pass them.
Rundown was Björk, Peterson, Peltier, Cody Cam, Logan Christian is your top 5, followed by Polkatu, Emil Harr, and Trent Whitworth. Who will get the hole shot from the outside? Patnode gets a good launch, and he's going to be able to box everybody else out. Jacob Björk will tuck in behind him on the inside lane. It looks like that may be Elias Ischel trying to fight it out along with Francis Peltier. Oscar Norm all in the mix as they come over the Amsoil finish line. It's Patnode and Ischel, 1-2. While Ischel charging up after Hunter Patnode. The gap staying at about 2 seconds here between the top 2. Still Patnode holding on to the lead, but that lead shrinking a little bit. That time by Ischel chipped down about 0.4 of a second on that gap. So for the moment, Patnode holding on to the advantage, but it continues to shrink. Ischel now within 1 second of the race leader. The battle is joined now down the hill. Here comes Ischel on the inside. He'll take the lead. Patnode roars back alongside. So Ischel taking the lead now. He'll come around off the final corner. And Elias Ischel over the US Air Force Flyaway says, I love New York as the flames go in the air. Ischel gets the win here in round number 8.
Moose he had a little bit of a tough day today. Had some offs yesterday, so our setups were pretty good, but the snow, it was very, very cold here, and the snow was very sugary and powdery, and we struggle with setup in those conditions. So we're hoping for a little bit of warmer weather where we get some better traction and get a lot better results.
So I think I ended up 6th today. That's better than yesterday, so that's good though. But I really wanted to be up there on the podium, or at least top 5, and yeah, it feels like it's right there I belong, and yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm always grateful to get on the podium. It's just always a little frustrating to, we've been in the same position a few times, and we're just really searching for that first win. I owe it to the guys to be able to get that win and get that result. The amount of work that they put in at the shop and the amount of work that we do as a team as well, man, it doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm just super grateful for those guys. And yeah, I'm just happy to be a part of this and to be able to get on the podium and consistently too. So it's better than what I was last season, and that's kind of what I'm all about, is just trying to grow and have fun and enjoy the ride. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all just a bunch of kids trying to ride snowmobiles and make a living out of it. So to be able to do that is definitely, it's humbling, and to be able to see all the fans on the side of the track after a race like that, and to have random people just come up and shake your hand, it's always pretty cool too.